Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Carol. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I am going to show you 5 of my favorite products, including cosmetic and one hair product. And I'm also going to tell you about, I recently heard of this app called Clearya, and I downloaded it. And I tested my 5 products on the Clearya app, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but it's spelled C-L-E-A-R-Y-A. So I tested my products on this app, and then I'm just going to see how, or let you know how they measured up. Because a lot of times, you know, we buy products, we find them on sale at one of our favorite discount stores, and you know, they're really cheap, but in reality, you don't really know. We don't really know how long they've been there, and anyway, some of the downsides of what we find there. But anyway, let me get to the video. My first product, this is my concealer. This is my favorite concealer. If you can see that, it is the Pro Touch Full Coverage Concealer by Kiss Professional New York. If you see that. And so I ran it on the, well, let's see, I paid about, you know, just $6 basically for the product. And when I ran it on the Clearya app, well, it was banned or toxic with one product, and I can give you the names, but this first one was let's see, and I wrote some notes here, Profil Paraben. And I know you see, I see a lot of products that'll say paraben free, and basically, if you don't know what that is, paraben is a preservative or a chemical compound made from, I think, acid and an alcohol or something. But its main thing is to prevent growth of microorganisms like mold or bacteria or yeast, and then it just kind of it extends the shelf life of the products. I mean, it's used in cosmetics and skincare or personal care items, and then in some foods also. So this is why we always hear, you know, a lot of people are advertising that it's paraben free. But let's see, it also had 3 potentially toxic ingredients, and I won't name those, and then 3 allowed with restrictions ingredients. And what that could mean is, like, it's banned in the European Union or the EU because there are about 1,300 of these ingredients, or ingredients that are banned in the EU, but you know how many are banned in the US? It's about 11. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, but anyway, the app also will give you a related product that maybe doesn't have any alerts from their app, and they're supposed to not be affiliated with these. And let's see, the related product without any Clearya alerts was Oceanly Plastic Free Light Coverage Under Eye Concealer Stick, and that one retails at I think it said $24.50. And then a Water Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizing Concealer that cost around $48. So yeah, I guess it costs a lot to have these clear ingredients. But anyway, The next product I have is the Poreless Me face primer by Absolute New York, and this is a small package. You know, this one cost me just a little over $5, but you can get larger ones for I think around $10. But yeah, that's my face primer. I love this face primer. It goes on smooth. It makes my makeup go on smooth, and it's long lasting, I feel like. But with the Poreless, let's see, Poreless Me, it had 2 potentially toxic ingredients, and then it had one ingredient that was allowed with restrictions. So it wasn't too bad. Let's see, a related product to try was the Alima Pure face primer for $48. Like I said, these good ingredients cost. Let's see. My next one is my hair product, and this is the Mijani 25 Miracle Milk. That's what it looks like. And this is basically a leave-in conditioner. But once I wash my hair, I spray this all in my hair. My hair feels soft and silky, and I love this stuff. This is the 3.4 ounce bottle, and let's see, which will cost you $9 to $10. So with that one, we had 2 potential toxic ingredients, and sometimes that just means it's banned in the UK or you know, the EU. Then we had 7 potential allergens, which I haven't had any problems with it. But if you're sensitive to some certain products, then it might be a problem for you. But I have not had any problems with it. It's been great as far as I'm concerned. And then it had 4 ingredients that were allowed with restrictions. Then it had 1 generic ingredient, which was fragrance. So I looked for the related products, and we had the St. Tropica Coconut Oil Hair Mask, which retails for $27. And then the Majestic Pure, I don't know if that's Baobab, B-A-O-B-A-B, hydrating hair mask that retails for around $17. So that's what I got. Those are my first 3. And let's see what we got for the last 2. All right. This is the next product. And that's the Tame and Feel Brow Collection. And that's by the Beauty Bar FX, if you can see that. Now, I didn't see any packaging that looked like this one, so I don't know how old this one is. I paid $3.99 for this. I bought it at Ross, I believe. And like I said, I looked and I couldn't find anything that that looked like this. Now, I saw the same brand name, the same name, but it was a dark package with some eyebrows and eyelashes, etc. 3 eyes on it. E-Y-E-S eyes. But like I said, I did not see this particular one, so I'm not sure how old it is. If you know, let me know in the comments, but I don't know. But it had 1 potentially toxic ingredient, which was talc, and we've all heard about talc or talcum powder. A long time ago, I think, is potential carcinogen, maybe cause some things, but and then we had 5 ingredients that were allowed with restrictions. So I guess not a whole lot, but then there were no related products that they could recommend that didn't have any alerts. So I don't know if this is a thing with brow fillers or not. And if I didn't say that the product with the same name and the dark packaging, it was around $10. Like I said, I paid $3.99 for this one. at Ross. So like I said, don't know how old it is, but there you have it. And my last but not least product is my cleansing bar. And I think I told you recently that I use the Dove Beauty Bar. And this is the shea butter. You know, I started a long time ago with the white bar or the pink bar, but this is the shea butter bar. And I have two. This is a package of two, which cost me about $5, I believe. And Dove had 3 ingredients that were allowed with restrictions, and then it had a generic ingredient, which was the fragrance. So nothing too bad on the Dove bar. And also Dove did not have any related comparables, and the 3 ingredients allowed just means it's I think it's restricted in the EU. But that's it. I have tested some of my other stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to start opening the app when I'm buying some new products, because I'm going to finish using these products. I spent the money. I'm going to use it. Maybe that's careless of me. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to finish using them and see if I can find something reasonably priced that's comparable, something that I really like. That's all I got. That's it for this video. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I hope you will come and see me in my next video. Bye-bye.